I'm back in America's favorite city, Las Vegas. I'm not here for what you might expect. I'm headed up to the northwestern part of Las Vegas, about 25 minutes from the Strip, to visit some previous California clients. I helped them sell their home in Livermore, California in early 2019, and I want to catch up and see how they're adjusting to their new life in the desert.
Awesome, good to see you.
Hello.
This is great.
See the mountains out there, and got everything here.
When you guys left Livermore, that was what, April of this year?
April.
So now we're in November, so that's about 7 months ago.
Yeah.
So far, so good?
It's been a fast pace, I tell you, to get to this point.
It's a lot of work to move.
Is it home now?
It's getting there. It's close to home.
Yeah, we've got all the basics in place. We're adding the personal touches.
So we left Livermore, 3-car garage, side yard access.
Yes.
Now we have 5-car garage,
Correct.
side yard access.
Yep.
How
Right.
big is this one?
3,800 square feet.
So you almost doubled.
Single story, too.
Yeah. And we went from about a 1/4 acre to about a 1/2 acre here.
All minimum a 1/2 acre parcel out here. They can't go any smaller. They can't get into high density into this area. It's a rural preserve.
Why did you decide to buy a bigger house here versus the house you had in Livermore?
I would say we were not looking to buy a bigger house in Las Vegas. We were looking to buy a bigger garage.
Bigger property.
And
yeah.
in a bigger property and bigger garage space
Right.
for toys and so forth. We're okay with a larger house. We're moving away from pretty much everybody we know, and we wanted to be able to provide guest space.
We had that criteria, the things that we wanted in a house, and we wrote that criteria down on paper before we started looking for a house. And there were certain checklists that we just had to have,
Right.
must
So we
have.
said
Must.
if-
These are musts.
Right,
These are
so
things.
if we have to get a big house, this is what I want this big house to do for us. So let's have 2 guest rooms. Let's have the office. Let's have the gym. Let's have the craft room.
So you guys shared something I thought that was really, really cool that I think a lot of other people should do or should have done when they leave California and they head out to Las Vegas. You guys did some massive research.
We started looking on Google Earth for large portions of the Las Vegas area. And then we traveled out to this location to actually drive the streets out here and get the vibe of what it's like.
And that's what Carol said too. I think it was really, really smart. And I think a lot of people should do that, is actually go look at what your daily routine would be, whether it's, we talked about healthcare, hospitals, we talked about the grocery stores, we talked about gas, restaurants, entertainment, those things. So I think that's really smart that you came out to get that feel, that vibe. And Carol, you had told me that I thought was genius, that you joined Facebook groups.
I did. I started searching for various groups. I knew, for starters, that there's downtown Summerlin, and I knew they've got the lawn and they do a lot of events out there, and that's about 15 minutes away from us.
First thing I think what I started to do was start to watch the news channel, local news channel. You could get just about any news station on the internet and watch what goes on in the community there, and just watch that to see what the crime was going on and what the feel was for the climate.
But I think you guys also told me that Vegas wasn't your first choice originally. You guys looked at
Right.
other places. You were Arizona.
We did some traveling down to through Arizona, and we stopped here initially on our way to Arizona, and it kind of gave us a second thought about this coming to Las Vegas.
You guys were born and raised in California, right? You left there, you left everything behind, and you came here.
Right.
What kind of value did you get here?
I think in nice round numbers, you can say that we got nearly twice the house, twice the property, half the cost.
Absolutely. Yeah.
One of the main selling points of any home is the backyard. Now, if you remember, Tom and Carol had an amazing backyard in Livermore, California. Fully landscaped and a custom pool. Let's see what attracted them to this property.
See? Wow. This is it.
It's so wide open.
You could see downtown Las Vegas, and that's what we wanted. We wanted a view.
The views from the backyard are great, and the location is perfect for them. They're right next to outdoor activities and 30 minutes from the airport and Strip.
You guys, the first time I was here, this was all dirt. You guys have come so far. This looks amazing.
It's a lot of work. Anytime you're going with new construction and you're having contractors come out, it's a process.
So you guys, new construction home, and you
Yes.
decided to put your own pool in.
Yes.
Tell us why.
Well, we wanted the modern home. We wanted that high-tech home, and we didn't want to go spend with the extra expense of putting that into an older home. So, and we kind of like to start fresh with something new.
Put our own personal stamp on it.
Nice.
Yeah, and especially with the backyard, because the backyard is where we live. We enjoy our backyard living. So we decided to put our own pool in rather than buy a house that already had an existing pool. Now, the construction, from what we hear out here, the construction companies are a little bit slower pace.
And that's a good question. So if you were to tell someone that's, say, coming from California, that's buying new construction and they want to build their own pool, any advice?
Make sure you look up for a reputable pool company. And what we chose is a company that had also their own landscapers with the company, so that they could coordinate a little bit better.
Got it.
The landscape designer sat right down with us along with the pool designer. They married the ideas together and said, okay, if the pool is here, we'll put these plants there, and really created a seamless plan
Right, and
that all worked together.
yeah, the other thing is list the things that you want. Like if you want a sports court, or you want a putting green, or an outdoor kitchen, list all those things that you want first, and then if you have to pull back it because of finances or whether it fits in your yard, then you could pull those things out. But list all the things that you really want in a backyard to make it, the ultimate backyard, and then decide from there what you really, really need or can afford.
So if you guys had to do it all over again, would you do it exactly the same way, or would you do it differently?
I think we probably would follow the same plan, the same path that we were on. We did the research ahead of time. We were
Yes.
comfortable with the direction we were heading. I feel like we were well aware of what work was going to be involved in setting up a brand new house, choosing paint colors, nothing. It essentially was a blank slate that we could personalize completely.
It just depends too on whether you're a hands-on kind of person or not. If you want to be involved in the process, there's a lot of people that just, hey, I don't want to waste my time with it. I'll get someone else to take care of that. But we're hands-on people.
Making the move to a new state is a huge decision. Lots of people are doing exactly what Tom and Carol have done. They made a lot of equity from their California property, and now they put that money toward a new life in Las Vegas. It's been less than a year, but it appears Tom and Carol made the right choice.